Alright. Test. Step forward. My hair is kind of uneven, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Things are never perfect. No two things are identical. So neither are my buns. Not these buns. I'm talking about my space buns. Okay. Alright. Hi, hello. Thank you so much for clicking into this video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Gigi Shirley and welcome to my channel. Today's video is number 4 as part of my New Year's series. I am trying to become more consistent at posting videos here on YouTube, and I chose to do that by posting free classes here on YouTube. So without further ado, let's begin class. In today's class, we will be doing a 30-minute yoga and stretching class. For your equipment, you don't need too much. All you really need is a decent amount of space to move around and do a few exercises. You could use a mat, or you could just do this practice on your carpet in your living room. So let's go ahead and get started. Grab your things and let's begin. Starting in a comfortable seated position, we'll go ahead and make our way into a cross-legged seat. Finding our balance between our 2 sit bones underneath us, and just maybe teeter-tottering the hips left and right to find a balanced seated position. Floating your hands to your thighs, taking a deep breath in, filling up the chest, and a heavy exhale, breath out. Again, take a nice deep breath in. And with that exhale, relax the face, the shoulders, and let it slide down your back. Another breath in. And another breath out. Maybe if it feels good for you, you can flutter the eyes closed. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just beginning to arrive here in our yoga practice, it's so important to establish intention with what we're going into. So on that next deep breath in, I'd like you to think of an intention as to why you think you might be taking this yoga class today. And with that next breath out, go ahead and just relax into that thought. Notice that it's a thought, and just sit with the idea of it and be still. Going through a few more rounds of breath, we'll go ahead and get moving. On that next inhale, we'll go ahead and rise our arms up overhead. And exhale, let the arms float back down to the thighs. Inhale, arms back up. And maybe on that exhale, hands come together and lower down to the chest. Another breath in. Inhale, arms circle up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Another round. Inhale. Hands come together, lower down, exhale. Moving at this motion on your own pace. Inhale. In today's practice, we'll go ahead and focus on letting go of judgment that you might have on yourself. Really honing in on your breath to relax and find peace today. Inhale, arms up. One last time, hands together, exhale. Hands come to heart center. Keeping your hands here at heart center. Inhale. raise up and puff up the chest so that way it comes closer to your thighs. And exhale, open the hands up for Lotus Mudra. Breathing into your cup. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, hands come together. Opening your cup. Breathing out that stress. Inhale, arms overhead. Hands come together. Exhale, opening up your lotus. Releasing any negative thoughts or energy into this cup. Inhale, arms come back overhead. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Keeping the hands closed. Take a moment to just sit with your thoughts. And let's begin into our, not begin, but let's progress into the next phase of our yoga practice. Finding all fours position. Taking a moment to find your alignment here. Making sure that your shoulders are right on top of your wrists. And that your hips are right on top of your knees. Take a deep breath in. Find a nice neutral spine. And a nice heavy exhale. Finding your stable ground. On that next breath in, we'll go ahead and drop the chest, lift the chin. And exhale, tuck the tailbone and the chin, rounding that back cat. Inhale, drop the chest for cow. And exhale, round the upper back. Cat. Moving in this motion, connecting the breath, moving at your own unique pace, easing the mind and being present here today. Noticing how the body feels in this movement. Releasing any anxiety that you might have. Noticing that you're just here to find some peace and quietness for the mind. Finding a neutral spine, we'll go ahead and do a few spinal balances. We'll go ahead and lift up the right arm, the right hand, and the left leg and extend them out back and forward. Inhale. Find balance in the supporting limbs. Exhale. Release them back to the ground. Inhale, raise up the opposite pair of limbs, extend them out long. Press the heel out. Reach the fingertips. And exhale, let the limbs come back to all fours. Go ahead and move in this motion. Add a few more rounds at your own pace. Inhaling, rising up the limbs, reaching the heel and fingertips back. Exhale, landing them back to the mat. Inhale, raise the opposite limb. Extending, finding length, and exhale. Give me one more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, find stillness here in your tabletop. Maybe separate the knees a little bit wider. Crawl the hands forward and push the hips back into child's pose. Take a deep breath in here. Yearn the fingertips forward to the top of the mat. And exhale, drop the chest heavy down to the mat. Maybe your forehead finds the mat. Take a moment to place that forehead on the ground and to just notice how that feels. Bring back your attention to that intention that you set at the beginning of class. What is that thought? And can you notice that it's a thought? And just sit here in this child's pose. and appreciate the thought for it being just a thought. Continuing to breathe here. Sinking down deeper into this child's pose. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and inhale, rise back up into a tabletop position, finding your alignment with your hands and knees. Taking our right foot, extending it up for sunbird, inhale. And exhale, curl the spine in and crunch it in the middle. Knee to nose, inhale, extend the toe. And exhale on this right side, knee to nose. Inhale once more here. And exhale, land that back knee into all fours. Other side, inhale, left toe goes up. Exhale, curl the spine, knee to nose. 2 more breaths, inhale here. And exhale, knee to nose. Last breath, inhale. And exhale, float that back knee to tabletop. From here, we'll go ahead and tuck the toes. Press into the mat with your hands and exhale. Lift the knees and push the hips down, back and up into downward facing dog. Taking a moment to breathe here. Notice how it feels to be in this downward position. Maybe letting the feet pedal a little bit, the knees bend, shaking the hips off, opening up the shoulders as you take a breath in. And exhaling, really pushing into the mat away from you. Take another breath in and yearn the tailbone up to the sky. And on that next exhale, we'll go ahead and look at our hands. Bend the knees slightly and walk up to your hands into a forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. And exhale, move forward, fold over these legs. Take another breath in and unhinge from the hips. Circle sweep the arms up overhead, inhale. Reaching the fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, float the arms down by your sides, finding a nice, sturdy mountain pose. Take a moment to find your ground and a nice, steady stance underneath your hips, maybe about hip distance apart. Taking a breath here, yearning the spine towards the ceiling. Shoulders roll back and down. From here, we'll go ahead and circle sweep the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive down to forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest flat back, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands down into a forward fold if you can. From here, we'll go ahead and step the right foot back. Drop that right knee. Have the right foot, face of the foot, meet the mat. And inhale, rise up into crescent lunge. Taking a few breaths here, notice your alignment of your crescent lunge. Is your knee stacked on top of your ankle? If so, keep it nice and aligned and attached. And breathe as you reach for the ceiling with your fingertips. And as you exhale, sink deeper into that crescent lunge, maybe feeling the right quad light up. If you hear that rumble, Wilson, please. Sorry about that, my dog. He barks at squirrels. Holding this pose, holding your crescent nice and strong, remembering to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. We'll go ahead and place those hands back down onto the mat. Untuck that back toe. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and step that back foot forward into the forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up very slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, shoulders come up to the ears. And exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Very nice. Inhale, arms come up to the sky. Exhale, hinge from the hips, swan dive forward. Inhale, plant the hands down into the mat, and exhale, step that left foot back. Dropping that back knee, top of the feet comes to the mat. Inhale, rise up, hands overhead for crescent lunge. Taking a moment to notice the alignment of your knee. Is it on top of your ankle? Inhale, reaching the fingertips up high. Exhale, rolling the shoulders down your back. Feeling the hip flexor stretch. Inhale. And exhale, sinking deeper into this lunge. Inhale. And exhale. Holding this lunge for a few more breaths. For about as long as we held the last crescent lunge. And on that next exhale, circle the hands back down to the mat. And untuck that back toe, or tuck the back toe. Lift the back knee and step forward into a forward fold. Taking a nice breath in here. And exhale, really folding over the legs. Inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands come by your side. On the next breath in, take a nice big step out to the side so that way all 10 toes are facing the side of the mat. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, bend the knees and squat down into our moon flowers. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, elbows come to the waist. Knees point out as you lower down into the squat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Very nice. Moving at your own pace. Waking up that body. Really starting to feel the energy flow. And when you're ready, go ahead and find stillness. And exhale, hinge from the hips and forward fold in this wide straddle stance. Noticing how the body feels here. Releasing any tension you might have. And only forward folding to a point that's comfortable for you. If this feels good, go ahead and crawl the fingertips back behind you. Feeling the stretch in the legs. Breathing. Lift the chest up for a flat back. Halfway lift. And exhale, really forward fold over. And when you're ready, go ahead and circle the arms, unhinge from the hips. Inhale, hands come meet at prayer overhead. And exhale, lower the hands to the chest. Take a breath in here. Try to find your base in your feet. And exhale, bend the knees and squat down low for horse. Inhale, spine goes long. Exhale, aligning the shoulders right on top of the hips. Inhale, knees point out wide. Exhale, maybe sinking a little bit deeper into the pose. Holding for a few more breaths. Keep it up. Feel the legs work as you sustain this pose. Inhale. And exhale one last time. Inhale, press the prayer hands above head, extend the legs. And exhale, step the foot back into a mountain pose at the top of your mat. From here, we'll go ahead and inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. We'll go ahead and go into sun salutations. From here, we'll step the right foot back, inhale. Knee drops if you'd like. Exhale, raise up the crescent. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Untuck that, tuck the toe, lift the knee, and step the foot back into downward facing dog or child's pose. Shift forward into a plank. Lower down into chaturanga or to your belly. Inhale, raise the chest up. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, tuck the toes. Hands are under your shoulders. Exhale, press up. And push the hips back into downward facing dog. Inhale, really push the mat away from you. And exhale. Taking that left foot, we'll step it in between our hands. Raise up, high lift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Inhale, step that left foot back into downward facing dog. Exhale, shift forward to plank. Inhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Raise the chest up for cobra. Release the chest, tuck the toes, push up and back into downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. Lift that tailbone high. And exhale, drop the knees. And lower the hips down into a child's pose. Maybe landing that forehead onto the mat. Bringing awareness to your thoughts and how you feel right now, here in this moment. Noticing the thoughts you might have here in this center focal point of your forehead. And just notice that they're just thoughts running by as you're doing your practice. Taking a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, come on up into all fours. Sweeping the hip to one side, rolling around, over into a seated staff. Having those arms come out in front of you. Take a breath in. And exhale, roll the spine with control down onto the mat. And the shoulders, top of the back, finds the mat. The bottom of the back, the tailbone tucks so that way the whole back is flush. We'll go ahead and extend the left leg and bring the right knee into the chest. Inhale. And exhale, extend that right foot. Inhale. Bring the left knee into the chest. And exhale, extend the left leg. Opposite leg, inhale, right. Hug that knee in. Exhale, extend that right leg. Inhale, hug the left knee. Exhale, extend the left. Moving in this motion at your own pace. Really being intentional with our breath here. Inhaling tension and exhaling relaxation. Bringing this method of breathing into your life can help ease stress and tension and worry whenever it arises. Then when you're ready, go ahead and find stillness. Bring both knees into chest. And just hug it in for a moment. Maybe sway the back side to side on your spine. Maybe going in a few circles to the right. And changing the direction to the left. And finding stillness here. In this position, we'll go ahead and open the knees wide, taking our hands, reaching our feet for a lying bound angle pose. Almost like a butterfly, but we're reclined. And just let the hips open. If this feels good, maybe you want to progress. And you could let go of the bind. Grab behind the hamstrings and hug them in. And let the feet go wide and open. Really pulling your legs into your chest. Opening up the hips. If this feels good, taking your hands and reaching for the insides of the feet and pulling the feet down towards the mat for happy baby. Really flattening that back down into the mat. Noticing how you feel here in this pose, how the hips feel, how your thoughts feel. Maybe you might feel open, excited, maybe even vulnerable here in this pose. Take note of those thoughts and just notice them. And how you're only standing still here in a pose, practicing, finding peace. Thoughts can come and go, releasing the needs, releasing stress, and exhaling, finding relaxation. And when you're ready, you'll go ahead and close the knees and bring the feet down to the mat. Here in this lying supine position, we'll make sure our back is flat on the mat. Heels are hip distance apart. Maybe you can touch the back of the heels. Just finding your alignment here. And when you're ready, push down into the heels and feel the strength in your glute muscles and lift the hips up for bridge. Exhale, feel weight in your shoulders and press down through your heels. Take another breath in here. Really push the hips up. Another breath out, find weight in the shoulders and forearms and triceps. And on that exhale, we'll roll the spine down from the upper back to the mid back, then low back. All the way till the hips come down to the floor. We'll go ahead and do this one more time. Inhale, push the hips up. Exhale, find weight in the upper back. Press through those heels. Inhale, feel the strength in your glute muscles, support your hips. Exhale, pressing the arms into the mat. And on that exhale, really relax the spine, articulating down back to the mat until you find flatness. Very nice. Just take a moment to breathe here. And when you're ready, go ahead and take both knees, hug them in nice and tight. Inhale. And exhale, extend both legs out long for Shavasana, or our final resting pose. Taking a moment to get comfortable here. Lying flat on your back, palms face up, opening up to how we feel. Taking several breaths in and out here. Just beginning to feel heavy. Resting, finding peace. Choosing to stay in this final resting position for as long as you'd like. Maybe pausing the video if that's what you need. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and roll on over to one side into a fetal position. Take a breath in here. Taking that top hand, we'll place it on the mat and push your upper body up onto your hip. Swooping the legs underneath you to find a cross-legged seated position. And when you're ready for that next inhale, we'll have the arms come out wide. Finding a nice chest expansion. And exhale, have the arms come across your body. Give yourself a nice, big, warm hug. Thank yourself for being here. I thank you for being here. And thank you for finding time out of your day to find peace, joy, and relaxation. Taking the hands, coming into a prayer at heart center. Namaste. Alright, thank you so much for watching and clicking into this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or concerns, please feel free to drop them down in the comments below.